Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your girl Kyla. I'm here with my very first YouTube video. And in this YouTube video, I'm going to tell you all how I found out I was pregnant with twins. Y'all, I feel like the very first question I always get asked is, how did you find out you were having twins? Or how did you feel when you found out you were having twins? So I'm here to share that story with you all. It's a beautiful story and it's also a testimony. So let's get right into it. How I found out I was pregnant with twins at 19. Okay, y'all, so it was the summer of 2022. Well, it wasn't summer, it was like October, yeah, going into November, y'all. So I remember it was one night, my kid's dad and I had got into it extremely bad. Y'all, like, and we had never like got into it prior for that, so that was like the first time we got into it very badly. I can't really remember the details that we got into it about. I think it was like regarding his friends or something being disrespectful. It was something, y'all. So boom, y'all. I remember, so yeah, we got into it very badly. And the argument got so bad I had accidentally like broke his chain. And yeah, we were just gonna be done, you know, we was gonna be done. But then I was like, oh, hold on, wait, you know, I was like, my period hasn't come. I was like, what if my period doesn't come, y'all? So I was like 19 at the time. I was like, I don't want to say you're dumb because you live and you learn. So y'all, I was just freaked out. So boom, you know, he's gonna say we was done, you know, he was done. So boom, he didn't really say anything to that. So y'all, I had got in my car, you know, I left, went home. So yeah, I'm still staying with my mom at the time because, you know, I'm 19, you know, still very much young. So yeah. As soon as I got home, y'all, I was like watching videos. I was watching videos like pregnancy videos, symptoms of being pregnant and all that, like basically how people found out they was pregnant videos, this and the third. And y'all, I remember I watched this one girl's video and she was like every time you find out, like every time you're about to leave a dude, you end up pregnant. And I was like, girl, please, bye. I was like, Lord, I hope that don't mean me, you know? So boom, y'all. I really wasn't that worried because, y'all, I feel like we always had like scares and stuff, but like, you know, my period always came. So, excuse me. Oh, y'all. Okay, sorry y'all, I had to put the babies up because they were crying and not today. So okay, boom, y'all, so where's that? Yeah, so I watched the video, you know, about, oh yeah, I think I was at pregnancy scare. So yeah, we had always, so I was really stressed, but that video was like 8 months. So I remember it was the next day, he had like called me and came over and I was like, should I buy a pregnancy test? And he was like, no, you know, at least wait till the 4th day until your period come because this always happens. You always say this. So boom, y'all. I remember like every night at like 5 a.m. in the morning, I would get the worst cramps that would like literally wake me up out of my sleep. So every time I woke up, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a bad period. So I run to the bathroom, check, and it'll be no blood. So I remember it was like going on, I think probably like the 3rd night I woke up, like I popped the ibuprofen, y'all, and my body was feeling so weird. Oh yeah, mind y'all, I forgot to say too, like I think a week before that, I went to urgent care because my throat was hurting so bad, and they said where it looked like it could be like strep throat. And mind y'all, I had never got strep throat ever in my life. Like I was like not feeling good at all. So boom, y'all. Now it was going on like the 4th day of me missing my period. So my kid's dad was like, you know, you need to go get a pregnancy test. You need to take one. So I'm over here in the line. I'm like, nah, you know, it's cool because I'm like, you know, if it don't come, then it just don't come. You know, I was like, because now, y'all, I'm getting nervous. Now I'm being in denial. So I'm like, if it don't come, it just don't come. So he like, now you need to get one. So boom, he gives me the money for the pregnancy test. Then like I go to start get a pregnancy test, y'all. So I'm over here reading on Google when's the best time to take a pregnancy test, and they're like, you know, take it first thing in the morning. So boom, y'all. I woke up. Y'all can't remember if that's the third day I missed my period or the fourth day is whenever I find out. I think it's really the fourth day of my missed period that I found out. But yeah, so I remember my periods always came like clockwork. Like I've always had a regular scheduled period. So boom, it was early in the morning, y'all. I like, you know, went in there, took the pregnancy test. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, damn, this is probably gonna feel like the first time I ever started my period. And my heart dropped. And my tutor, like, I'm not playing. I'm like, y'all, if it come back positive, I think in my head, if it come back positive, I'm gonna pass on this toilet. Somebody gonna have to come in here and get me. So y'all, boom. I, you know, of course, peed in a cup, dipped the stick in, put the top on, and y'all, literally within a second, a line popped up. And I was like, hold on, I don't ever remember no line popping up that fast. Then boom, another line popped up, y'all, and my heart literally sank. Like, y'all, I was quiet. I was dumbfounded. I was like, oh my gosh, y'all. It felt like, it did not feel like real life. Like, y'all, it did not feel like real life at all. So I like hurried up, ran into the room, shut the door, and then like my kid said, he popped up, he was like, what, popped all over, was like, what? I was like, bro, it's freaking like, you know, positive, you're pregnant, you know. So yeah, he was like some, what do you call it, like he was like hugging me and stuff, kissing me and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, y'all. And y'all, from that day forward, everything went down creek without a paddle, y'all. Like, stuff was going bad, y'all. So I remember I hit the pregnancy test, y'all, because my mom like wasn't really staying there that much. So I hit the pregnancy test, and why did I hide it in the drawer knowing that she'd be refilling the pads? Or y'all, I don't remember where I hid it. No, I didn't hide it in that drawer, y'all. I hid it in a different drawer because I didn't think she was gonna go in there. Turns out she did. So y'all, I remember it was one night, she was like, I know you better not be pregnant. Okay, so boom, y'all, sorry, y'all, got interrupted. But yeah, so my mom was like, you know, so she was like, you know, you better not be pregnant. And I'm over here, I'm like, my heart was beating so fast. So I was like, you know, no, I'm not pregnant. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, no, I'm not pregnant. So she was like, good, you better not, because if I'm gonna go, you know, I'll take you to go get it up. You know, so I was like, no, you know, boom. So then I just flat out told her, you know, like, hey, I actually am, you know. And then she was like, you know, girl, you know, I'm gonna look into, I hate that they ban, you know, ABs down here because, you know, I'm go, you know, this, that, and the third, I'm gonna take you. So, you know, you need to figure out something. So yeah, boom. So I had that, and then I had like arguing with my, you know, kid's dad really bad. So it was just all going downhill. So y'all, I was like crying every night. And I remember I talked to my brother and my best friend, and they were like, you know, whatever decision you make, you know, is the right decision. But they kept saying, you need to talk to God. That's all they kept saying. You need to talk to God. Both of them literally crazy. It was like, you need to talk to God. So yeah, so I remember I was crying every single night, writing my little prayer journal, crying. I remember one night I just wanted to be done with it all. It was like going on the third night of me crying and like praying. So I was like, you know, God, I was like, I couldn't live with the guilt of me, you know, getting rid of an innocent baby. I couldn't live with that regret for the rest of my life, and I don't want to live with that regret for the rest of my life. So I was like, you know, Lord, just please give me clarity. Like, please give me a sign. Please give me clarity. I just need clarity. So my exact words. So I remember before I closed that prayer journal, I said, God, if this pregnancy is meant to be, you will make it twins, and I will never speak of an abortion again. So y'all, close my journal. I felt so much peace. And after that, I left it alone. I left the whole situation. I left it alone. So y'all, it was going on the following week, y'all. So it's so crazy. The first few signs that, you know, I didn't really notice, but now it makes so much sense. So the first few signs was, I remember on TikTok, I started seeing twin gender reveals popping up on my story. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet pregnancy. I was like, oh, cute. You know, what if I had twins? You know, blah, 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 so cute. So just kept scrolling. Didn't think anything of it. So, y'all, and I remember I was on Pinterest and I seen a photo of two twin girls that like really kind of stood out to me. But, you know, I got like this eerie feeling like whenever I seen them, like the picture. So I was like, oh, cute. So, y'all, didn't pay that no mind. Then I played the little Facebook game. I don't have the exact picture of where it said, but because it's in my old phone, and I don't have my own phone right now, so I'll see if I can find like maybe a duplicate of it to give an idea. But it's basically the Facebook game where, like, you know, you click on it, they'll like generate your like life or whatever. So I played one of that game, and it was like Kyla will have twins in 2023. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So y'all, I remember I texted my friend. I was like, girl, what if I had twins? You know, she was like, girl, that would be crazy, you know, all this other stuff. So boom, y'all, I remember it was like that same day, that same night that I did like that little game potion or anything. So y'all, I had a bad pain in my left side, y'all, and I had not had a bowel movement in like 7 days. So that's going on a week without, you know, having a poo. So y'all, I was like, something's wrong, you know, y'all, because the pain in my side was just hurting so bad. It was just not one spot. So I told my kid's dad, I was like, you know, at his family's house, I told my kid's dad, I was like, hey, I need to go to the hospital because I'm like cramping really, really bad and like hurting really, really bad on my side. So boom, y'all, we went to the hospital, y'all. We were like waiting there forever. So we went to the hospital. So y'all, mind y'all, I just knew I was pregnant at this point. My first pregnancy appointment, ultrasound, wasn't until like, it wasn't, I think it's like a month away, because they said they just check you at 8 weeks, like, you know, 4 weeks and stuff is all that. They can't really see anything. So, yeah, so I was at the hospital, we was waiting. So then we went back to the ultrasound room. Yeah, we went back to the ultrasound room, y'all, and I remember it was quiet. And I'm just laying there staring at the ceiling, staring at the white ceiling. Y'all, it was so quiet, you could hear like a nickel drop. It was so quiet. So y'all, the lady is just straight at the screen, not saying a word, y'all. And I'm like, I am not used to this. I'm used to getting ultrasounds, people talking. Y'all, she was saying nothing, y'all. So I was so nervous. So y'all, we sat there for literally about, like, she did that probably for about going on 20 minutes. So y'all, I remember she was like, well, as she's finishing up, she's like, well, there's 2 babies. And she turned the screen towards us, and oh my gosh, y'all, you could see the 2 sacks and like the 2 little like fetuses in there, y'all. So I was like, oh my gosh, shut up, are you serious, y'all? So my kid's dad wasn't nice. He was like, oh no, are you serious, y'all? He's about to like literally pass out. So y'all, I was like, just, oh my gosh, thank you. You know, I was just thanking her, y'all. And then as soon as I got back in that wheelchair, I was just thanking God so much, y'all. Like, I was just thanking God so much, y'all. Like, I was really on the verge of tears. I was just thanking him so much, because he answered my prayers, and he knew that these babies were so special, and he gifted them to me because he knew what I was capable of, you know, the mother I was capable of being, and he knew I could handle his precious gifts. Like, not only did he clarify for me, he really made it known, you know, that it was from him. So y'all, it was wonderful, y'all. Such a beautiful moment, y'all. So I remember, you know, I was like telling everybody was shocked. I didn't tell my pregnancy right away, made it known to the public, because they said twins were high risk, y'all, and I was stressing. Like, the doctors, I remember in my head at that appointment, they were like putting bad. They were like, girl, you got hematoma. They was like, twins is high risk with hematoma. So, you know, I was like, what happens with that? You know, they said, basically saying if I like miscarried, then that was just that, y'all. So very dismissive. But y'all, that's a whole different story for a different day, y'all. But my babies, yes, like, oh my gosh, blessings. So y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. That's how I found out I was having twins. To answer the question how I felt when I was having twins, I felt very relieved. I felt even more excited. I always wanted to be a mom, but I never would expect in a million years that I would be a mom of twins. Like, no way. So I was very excited, very pleased, very happy. Yeah, so that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, this story time, I'm gonna say like the, you know, good YouTubers say it, go ahead and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. If you enjoy seeing me, you will start seeing more of me on my channel, as well as my babies, inviting you into my life as a twin mom and also a young mom. So that's that. Give this video a thumbs up. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. So yeah, y'all do that. I hope everybody has a blessed evening, and see you next time.